Tobago fishermen concerned about EU's red flagging of commercial fish. The business community calls for minimum wage increase to be handled cautiously. And businesswoman sues customs for seizure of sex toys. Good evening, I am Candice Jackson and welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Thursday, 29th September 2023. In the news tonight, commercial fish from Trinidad and Tobago has been red flagged by the European Union. This means that the nation is banned from exporting fish to Europe. At a press conference this morning, the president of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, Curtis Douglas, provides details on the reasons for the ban and how it affects the economy. Ariana Scipio has the details.
The European Commission raised a red flag concerning Trinidad and Tobago on Monday. According to a daily newspaper report, this action was taken because the nation has been uncooperative in addressing the issue of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing practices, which have raised significant environmental concerns. Curtis Douglas, the president of the Tobago Fisherfolk Association, is calling upon Finance Minister Colm Imbert to provide clear guidance on the path forward.
We expecting that the Finance Minister would also put something in place for the processors. And the red flag comes about because we haven't followed or doing the right practice.
Douglas further elaborated on the repercussions of the ban, emphasizing how it hampers processors in Tobago from exporting fish to Europe, ultimately impacting foreign exchange earnings. He pointed out that back in April 2016, the nation received a yellow card warning, which was not effectively addressed at the time. Now, the country has been red flagged, and even though the fish is certified by Trinidad and Tobago authorities, it will not be accepted. Douglas appealed for the Prime Minister's cooperation in resolving this critical issue. He stressed the need for collaboration, not just with lawyers but also with the fisherfolk themselves, highlighting the importance of understanding the challenges that they face while out at sea.
We are calling upon the Prime Minister as well to have a cordial meeting with the fisherfolk, which is All Tobago Fisherfolk, and the Fisheries Department, have a collaborative effort in order so that we could now solve that problem. It's not about what we have, it's what we do from here. Having that red flag will determine our future going forward.
Douglas also addressed the long-standing issue of the flying fish dispute between Barbados and Tobago. This matter has historical and cultural significance for Barbados, but the flying fish have migrated into Tobago's waters, leading to tensions between the two islands regarding their fishing rights.
We haven't heard any progress from the Prime Minister in the terms of settling the little dispute between the Bajans fisherfolks and the Tobago fisherfolk.
He emphasized the need to consider the future, particularly in the context of exporting to foreign markets. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine expressed his disappointment in the violent behaviors and dishonesty of some tour operators conducting glass-bottom tours on the Buku Reef. He highlighted the negative impact this has on the island's tourism reputation. Meanwhile, there are some positive developments happening globally with the Mount Irving Bay Hotel and Castaros community tourism product. Melinda de Beek Woods has more in this report.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine is urging tourism stakeholders to confront the issues of tortoise at Store Bay and Pigeon Point. During a recent town hall meeting in Bonaccord, he emphasized that the attempts to solicit businesses from visitors and their behavior during glass-bottom tours are negatively affecting Tobago's tourism reputation.
And although we had that stern conversation about the service, the quality of service, and how we ought to treat each other and visitors, I am saddened by the reality that we are nowhere near where we ought to be.
Augustine underscored that while such behavior is not a new phenomenon and can be found in other countries around the world, it should not be tolerated.
Now, it doesn't mean that Tobagonians are different from people elsewhere in the world. If you go to Cairo in Egypt, you find toutas there trying to con you out of some money, trying to get you to ride on some back. You walk through the streets of Paris, you will find some there. If you go in Los Angeles and you go on Hollywood Boulevard, or you go in Times Square, somebody trying to charge you to take a picture with them and roughing you up.
He pointed out that due to Tobago's small size, such negative behavior have a more significant impact on the island's tourism product than they would in larger jurisdictions. The Chief Secretary called on stakeholders to be more professional in their dealings with visitors. On a positive note, Castara Community Tourism product is gaining international recognition. Representative from the Castara Tourism Development Association joined the World Tourism Organization Best Tourism Village event in Castara is renowned for its culture and beautiful ambience, which allow visitors to immerse themselves in community life while on vacation. Castara, chosen among 130 countries, is participating in the Best Tourism Village Upgrade program. The village has been recognized as an exemplary rural tourism destination with accredited culture and natural asset, a commitment to preserving community-based value, and a dedication in innovation and sustainability. In more good news, Mount Irving Bay Resort has been awarded the Lux Life 2023 Resort and Retreat Award at the 30th World Travel Award. This occurred at the America's Gala Ceremony 2023 held at Sanders, St. Lucia earlier this week. Mount Irving Resort, one of the many popular hotels on the island, has been collaborating closely with Levay Global, which supports small tourism organizations brand through digital marketing and cultural narratives. The general manager of the resort, Alpha Lord, expressed his joy at the resort's achievement and emphasized the importance of sustainability to the establishment. Melinda de Beekwoods, Tobago Update Television News.
Venezuelan national Melanie Mataleno has decided to step down as Trinidad and Tobago's representative for the Miss Grand International 2023 pageant scheduled for October 25th in Vietnam. Mataleno's appointment faced strong criticism, particularly on social media due to her non-Trinidadian nationality and the need for a translator during public speaking engagements. In a press conference at Regis Chambers in Port of Spain, Mataleno, through her lawyers, cited recent developments as a reason for her resignation. One of her lawyers, Wayne Sturge, explained that Mataleno discovered she would have to self-fund her trip to the pageant or risk losing her title, prompting her to relinquish her crown. He emphasized that her decision was not influenced by any other factors, and Mataleno expressed her regret for not being informed about the stipulation in advance. Additionally, she was advised to not answer media inquiries due to potential legal concerns. More news when we return after the break.
We are going on a new journey. Tobago now has its very own carnival.
She like loud music and platinum touch.
Yeah. So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
Tobago, get ready to venture into the unknown. Mighty Crush Entertainment presents Dream the Phantasm. Join us on September 30th, 2023 from 11 p.m. to experience your newest reality at the Shore Park Complex, Tobago. And the best part, you can get your tickets now at Lust Restaurant and Lounge, Gulf City Lowlands, Jade Monkey Bar, Pablo's Supermarket, Barcode, Spade, Stumpy Complex Canaan, or online at WeTix.com and IslandEtickets.com. Mighty Crush Hotline 755-7874 on September 30th at the Shore Park Complex, Tobago. Dream the Phantasm.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. A High Court judge has ordered the owner of an adult sex toy business, Janice Katek, to proceed with her claim against the Comptroller of Customs, who seized her goods in August. Katek is seeking a review of her decision and the return of her goods. She argued that the seizure of 18 items from a shipment, which were deemed obscene and indecent articles, was arbitrary and discriminatory. Her claim asserts that there's no defined term for adult toys in the Customs Act, and the items she imports for sexual pleasure do not fit within the Act's interpretation. Katek's business serves a growing market in Trinidad and Tobago for adult toys and lingerie. She is represented by a legal team led by Senior Counsel Anna Ramlogan. And in a similar case, Rwanda Zamora Rodriguez has been granted permission to pursue her claim against the Customs and Excise Division for her shipments of adult toys which was seized. Rodriguez seeks the challenge of the seizure and demands the publication of a policy on important sex toys and seek compensation for the detained items. She has claimed that other adult toy importers have experienced inconsistencies and arbitrariness in customs seizure patterns. The matter has been adjourned to December 6th. And in some other news, increased gas rebates for fishermen and tax breaks on imported farming and fishing equipment are on the list of requests ahead of the national budget. The Minister of Finance, Com Imbert, will present the national budget on Monday, October 2nd. More in this report. As Finance Minister Com Imbert prepares for his budget presentation, the fishing community is urging for an increase in gas rebates. Curtis Douglas, president of the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association, emphasizes that this move would greatly benefit fishermen.
I wanted to see where we could get a gas rebate at least every 2 weeks instead of every 3 months, right? And proper gas rebate. We're looking at 75 to 50 cents on a litre.
Furthermore, he is advocating for the government to contemplate the removal or reduction of taxes on duties for the importation of sustainable equipment that can assist them in their trade.
Currently, we are using two-stroke machines. That is basically phased out in the United States and the United Kingdom. And we have to get on board to also make our contribution and also sustainability. Because if food price, if the gas price is high, and we are able to import these four-stroke machines, it means that we'll now pay less for gas.
In the field of agriculture, Maxon Roberts, a specialist in farming and agro-processing, is urging the government to boost its investment in food security. He has criticized the government for not allocating sufficient resources to agriculture. Their call for more farmers. Roberts argues that farmers are frequently left to fend for themselves.
The basic infrastructures aren't in place. So that is a discouragement. This notwithstanding my efforts to encourage persons, but when I encourage them and then they end up doing something, trying to catch the rainy season and this on and off, because that dry period proved challenging to me. It caused my production to drop significantly.
In the private sector, the Tobago division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is expressing concerns regarding a potential change in minimum wage. Chairman Curtis Williams has stated that if minimum wage is raised too significantly, businesses may face difficulties in retaining the current workforce.
Most of our members do pay beyond minimum wage, But if you do move the minimum wage, that number that was bantering around, $30 and $25, that will have a ripple effect on some of the industries, especially in the food and beverage, even in the security industry.
Williams also pointed out that VAT returns for small and medium-sized businesses source of concern. He noted that ongoing delays have a detrimental impact on their cash flows, and the issuance of VAT returns in bonds does not offer a helpful solution.
As you can imagine, when you don't get your returns in a timely manner, how that affects your cash flow, and it really could be a real hard take for business not getting that return in a timely manner.
Furthermore, the Chamber is hopeful that the government will announce plans to boost foreign direct investment and address long-standing issues such as the removal of the Unlicensed Act in Tobago. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News. Meanwhile, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar is urging the government to raise the minimum wage to $25 per hour and eliminate value-added tax on all food items. Currently set at $17.50 per hour, the minimum wage results in a monthly income of $2,800 for a 40-hour work week, which is lower than the minimum old age pension of $3,000. Persad-Bissessar emphasized the urgent need to increase the minimum wage in the face of growing poverty and hardship in Trinidad and Tobago. She argued that the current rate cannot provide a decent quality of life for working individuals. Furthermore, she pointed out that the job losses and stagnant salaries have left many citizens struggling to adequately support their families. The rising cost of essentials like housing, transportation, food, medication, fuel, and education have compounded the issue. In 2014, the minimum wage was increased to $15 per hour, and in 2019, it was raised to the current rate of $17.50 per hour. We have more news coming up after the break, so stay with us.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
But this place is boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Bad girl from Roxborough to Tobago, body fuego in your day clothes, I rate you. Grew up around good vibes and incense. Grew up in hard times that intense. Shut it as you're reaching at the dance. Use the topic as you're reaching at the dance. My girl, go and drop it as you're reaching at the dance. Making use of your talents when you balance back on the duns. Yes, yes. I know, baby. You want a man who take you serious. Not just beat and leave. You're fed up on the streets. Yes, yes, I know, baby. You want a man who take you serious.
October will never be better. With Tobago, carnival fever. Okay, passage and come on over.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, 1/2 inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
Thank you for staying with us. Candace Robinson is making history as the first female elected chairman of the Tobago chapter of the Trinbago Unified Calypsonians Organization, Tuco. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank interviewed Robinson about her plans for her term in office, and she brings us this report.
Candace Robinson is the new chairman for Tobago Tuco. She expressed her elation at being elected to the position. Robinson explained that over the last few years, Tuco's president Ainsley King has relied on her to organize concerts when he was unable to do so.
He gave me the task of handling Tobago, getting the shows done, and reminding me, not forgetting that if I messed up, it was my mess up.
Robinson's passion for music began in church when she was just 9 years old and continued throughout her life. At the age of 19, she began singing calypso. Robinson noted that she has no regrets as her involvement in calypso has paved the way for greater achievements later in her life.
I've won the National Calypso Queen title in 2014 and Windward Monarch. I've never won the Tobago Monarch, right? But it's been a joy doing what I love and loving what I do.
The chairman of Tuco's organization remains optimistic about her goals for the organization. However, she believes that better communication can be implemented to ensure the sustainability of the Tobago's Tuco's body.
You know, we had hiccups in the past in terms of carnival and allocations and stuff, but I'm hoping that that would be in the past. And I think with my dedication, we can elevate to a different level.
Robinson mentioned that Tuco's primary goal is to promote calypso on a global scale, preserve the art form. She emphasized that their participation in Tobago's Carnival, Legacy of the Legends, where Tobago Calypsonians will be featured in this performance.
And we're hoping to bring off the Legacy of the Legends on the 24th and the Tobago Monarch on the 25th, which for the first time in history, a Tobago Monarch goes straight to the Dimashgra.
Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Rebel Road is the 4th event on the official calendar of events for the Tobago Carnival. It is a new event taking the form of Monday wear version of the Carnival extravaganza. Two promoters, DXL and Dynasty Events, are the masterminds behind Rebel Road, and they hope it becomes a permanent fixture in the future. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank has more in this story.
Rebel Road aims to replicate the Carnival Monday experience in Tobago. The goal is for Tobago's youth who typically participate in masquerade celebrations in Trinidad, as mentioned by DXL owner Quincy Trim.
The essence of this whole event is the fact that you're getting the cross the stage experience. In Trinidad, we run down, we hear about the soca drum, you're on TV, you're looking as a little child and seeing the confetti and the gills and the alcohol and the waistlines going on the soca drum, and this is our opportunity to bring that to Tobago. We actually crossing a stage. You're going to experience that with your crews, with your friends, with your family and your loved ones, and it's something that has never happened in Tobago. So this is a unique opportunity for young people to have that Trinidad experience.
The event is included in the calendar of activities leading up to Tobago Carnival, but is not considered part of the official Tobago Carnival. Trim explained that this distinction was made to avoid conflict among event promoters organizing activities during the Tobago Carnival season. The Rebel Road host aimed to promote carnival festivities throughout the entire month of October, not just during the weekend.
Well, just being a part of the Tobago Carnival is a good experience. It's nice to bring something new and exciting to Tobago. It's also good to see other promoters coming, and we having a full calendar this year.
One of the features of Rebel Road is a stage where patrons are showered with confetti as they cross the street. In addition to food, drinks, and hydration stations, the celebration will culminate at the Canal Bay Resort, providing guests with a final jamming experience.
We're trying to bring the concept of the Monday Way event to Tobago, right? Well, think that you have to run the trend with that experience. We're trying to bring it here with our own touch, our Tobago touch of it.
The event is scheduled for Saturday, October 7th, 2023, and the Rebel Road hosts hope to enhance the Tobago Carnival experience.
We are keeping Tobago's carnival traditions alive by incorporating a young people style. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
Now let's turn to the weather update from the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Office. Tonight, anticipate mostly clear and calm conditions with a gentle breeze. Temperatures will dip down to 26 degrees Celsius. Moving on to tomorrow, the weather is expected to be predominantly hot and sunny with a low chance of 1 or 2 isolated showers, likely clearing by the evening. Temperatures will reach 33 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 37 degrees. Seas will be slight to moderate, with waves reaching up to 1.8 meters in open waters and below 1.3 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:51 a.m. and sunset is at 5:54 p.m. And this has been your Tobago Updates television news. But before we go, here are the headlines once more. Tobago fishermen concerned about EU's red flagging of commercial fish. The business community calls for minimum wage increase to be handled cautiously. And businesswoman sues customs for seizure of sex toys. I am Candice Jackson. Have a good night.